thing.
You know, people feel like it's only all the types of drugs.
Yeah, drug addiction is actually a terrible thing. It's a very terrible thing. I remember when a certain kind of syrup was in before the government had to ban it. Yeah, a certain kind of syrup. I think it was codeine or something. Where the government had to ban it.
Yeah, because people were abusing it.
Yeah, so I know. Yes, for code, I know down. I mean, you know, naturally, this is drugs. When you look at the rappers, they tend to tell you that if you are going to drive or you are doing something, please do not take it because it could cause drowsiness and intoxication. So, if I take the drug, naturally they are slow. I know someone like at the point he had to go to lab because it was out of hand. And you'd be surprised how addictive
the whole thing came.
This thing, I mean, with a short span, you are addicted. Very short span, within a short time, you already hooked on it. So yeah, I really did a very commendable. I mean, you are not supposed to go around the any pharmacy at all. You are not supposed to go in there without having a doctor's prescription. Why would you get drugs without a doctor's prescription? It's not supposed to be so. It's not supposed to be that way.
And from what she has said, her boss has already given this person the
four of those drugs. I mean that for me, I feel like it's 4 sachets.
I don't even know what the
to be like 4 sachets of drugs, and yeah.
Well, in case you just go and you have listening to the no gray area, something quite delicate, I must say. This young woman, I would say ordinarily she would have been a dilemma to do the right thing, remain stay on the ethics or lose her job, but she decided to take the risk of doing the right thing, and right now her boss has fired her. I mean, she has lost her job because she refused to administer a drug. She works in a pharmacy, so someone came with her prescription asking for a drug that the boss had already given to this person, and because she refused to give the drugs, her boss allegedly fired her. We'll be having this conversation more when we come back from our commercial room. Keep listening to Eagles FM.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Advert placement and program sponsorship on Eagles 102.3 FM. Please call 080-5919-8658 is 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. Again, 081-5791-7278.
Things they happen for our community.
Now I can recoup back all the money I have spent on this annoying family.
Yeah, that woman don't finish.
My dear, let's go and greet them, okay?
Hey! Join media collation and awareness to halt trafficking. Because on I Wish I Knew radio drama and program every Saturday at 10 a.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Join us to kick human trafficking out of our society. I Wish I Knew radio drama and program is brought to you by Mikas and funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Denmark.
Star Estate brings you 60% discount on our Apotafi and Idu Estate lands. Green City now sells for the following: 4.8 million naira for 200 square meters as against 12 million naira. 300 square meters sells for 7.2 million naira as against 18 million. You can get our 450 square meters land for 10.8 million naira as against 27 million naira. Wow! What are you waiting for? Now
Now, for our Edu corridor, it is 3.2 million naira for 200 square meters as against the firm price of 8 million naira. 300 square meters goes for 4.8 million naira instead of 12 million. Do not procrastinate. The time to own your own lands in these choice areas is now. Call the head of sales, Fortune, on 081 1997 0877 or 080 32 60 0520.
Nothing but feel-good tunes to get you home after work.
Keeps me moving when I'm stuck in traffic.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio 20? Your business for 20 minutes on the Internet, Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. For more inquiries, call 099844433. 09099844433. Hurry now.
Nothing but feel-good tunes to get you home after work.
Keep me moving when I'm stuck in traffic.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Welcome. You're tuned listening Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and is the sunny side road here? Something just happened in Nigeria. Yes, and I just update from a young lady, a pharmacist actually who works in the pharmacy, was electrified by fusing administering drug. Now, this particular drug is meant to use. For example, they use it to help them deal with insomnia. And now the lady had this made and sent a lot of reactions from Nigerians across social media. Let's hear from you. What do you think? How do you think we should go about this issue? Should she just let it go, or should she sue, as Ike has said? 090-7353-0044 is the number for you to call us here on Eagles FM. Let's hear your thoughts. What do you have to say about this? 090-7353-0044 is the number, or 090-97 054450. Let's hear your take on this matter. Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Billy.
Hi. How you doing today, brother?
I'm fine. This is Moses calling from Jikoko Papi.
All right.
Welcome, Moses.
Good to have you on the show.
Yeah. Okay. This topic about this lady. I think God is taking her.
Okay.
She doesn't deserve that place. Yes, and that guy need to appreciate that lady, because God just used that lady to save his life.
Okay. Do you know about the drug?
Yeah, I know about some of this drug, but I don't know the particular drug. But I know this thing has been happening even in my street. I will have you see how some of them have been behaving like zombie.
Wow.
Because they are into all these hard drugs, all these things. So, and government are trying, because I see some people, but just that our youth, I don't know what is wrong with them. They are still continuing doing all these things, even though they see danger, but they are still going into it.
Abi.
So I'm sure God is taking her somewhere. Let her not even bother. God is taking her somewhere, and she will find somewhere better, and by the grace of God, she will become on her own boss.
All right, absolutely.
Yeah, so God will bless that lady.
All right, amen.
Yeah.
All right, Moses. Thank you very much. Keep listening as always. 090-7353-0044 is the number to connect with us here, or you can send us a message. Let's hear you. All right, we have a message. It says, "Hi, Kasi and IK. Good day. Few weeks back, I was at a chemist, and a 13-year-old came with a friend and requested, I'm coming. We have to pick this call."
Okay. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes,
we can
good
hear you.
afternoon.
We can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man.
Hi. Good
Yes,
afternoon.
good
What is your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Rejoice Emmanuel. It's my first time of calling.
Oh, Rejoice. Amazing. Okay, welcome to the Eagles FM family. Great to have you.
I've been listening to your program, but whenever I want to call, I'm always busy with work, so I can't catch the number.
Oh, sorry. Well, we're glad you were able to come through today.
I'm happy to hear from you.
We're happy to hear from you as well. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you. Please tell that lady not to worry. That work is not for her.
All right.
Yeah, when the real work, when the one that God wants her to do, come. God will allow her to have that one. Let her just leave.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Please, you will help me to greet Sir Udward Daniel.
All right,
Okay,
no problem.
he will
We'll do that.
definitely hear you.
Hey, he'll hear.
All right. God bless you, people. You are doing a great job.
And you
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you so much.
All right, keep vibing to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Well, we have a message from Tina all the way from Lube. She says, "Hi, Cassie and IK. Good day. Few weeks back, I was at the chemist and a 13-year-old came with his friend and requested for Cipro. I mean, I was shocked. That is the level of drug abuse. These days, youths are taking Dexa and other multivitamins on a daily for a weight gain. And even as you refuse to sell, the patient can always go to another. True. I used to take cocodamol when I worked in the hospital at night shift until I developed ulcer. Painkillers could cause peptic ulcer as well. Okay, a lot is happening in Nigeria.
Well, indeed, a lot is indeed happening, actually. A lot is happening.
Now, let's see some of the comments here on X. Now, this person is at Blossom. They say, sorry about that. Keep your chin up and your shoulders high. That's what integrity is. You can also do the legal route to address their up. Okay, now let's see. Now, this one is at Olua Largest. He says, and we will continue to use blaming. Okay. We'll continue to blame our government as if it's not the same us that's in government. I'm sorry for this awful experience. I pray you would get a better job with a better offer. Chai, this is shameful, Sha.
Yeah.
I think that whoever is the owner of that pharmacy, they wouldn't even want to be known at this point.
No.
Now, this one is Agu Udo 2.0. He says this is part of the reason Nigeria isn't going to get better soon, because the ones who are doing the right thing are often ostracized until they succumb to the pressure. I think you should try and take legal actions against them, and also see what the governing body to report them to. Okay.
Exactly what I said. Like, if she has the mental and the financial capacity, she can go the legal means.
Well, I think some people can decide to sponsor her, help support her, or somebody can even represent her
pro bono. Yeah, that works too.
It's such a big case, I must say, but wow, she might not even be willing to go through that process. But let's see. Okay, now Tina is clarifying. She says Cipro is used negatively recently for weight gain. Like, someone will just sit and want to gain
weight. I mean, well, I know.
I also naturally have the tendency to gain weight.
Yeah.
If I take that, oh my God, I won't even be able to fit in this dog.
I'm telling you. Like, so people just look like, okay, I want to gain weight and just go take.
You see this one that people are taking to lose weight. There's a particular drug that is for diabetes originally. Yeah. But I heard that people are taking it to lose weight.
Okay.
Like, how? Why do we like to abuse drugs? Why? Well, 09073530044 is the number. Now, Fatai Ibrahim says, if I talk about the perennial corruption in the Nigerian healthcare system, they will say I am mad. I'll just leave at that. Unfortunately, no system to fight for the oppressed. I'm so sorry this happened, sister. Better days ahead. Jerick said so. Well, let's see what this person has got to say. Ogechuku Onye Live. He said, in the early mid-2000s, I used to buy sleeping pills for my dad, and I always went to the pharmacy with his prescription because they asked for it. Even when I forget it, they send me home to get it. Nowadays, lots of Nigerian pharmacies don't ask. Please report them. Report them to who? But which body is responsible for even making sure that this works? Now, there is a regulatory body for this. And
all right. So,
like I said...
sorry to cut you short, but I feel like the National Orientation Agency have so much to do. They have so much to do. Like, there are so many things that are happening, and a lot of Nigerians don't know the agency to report to. Right? A lot of Nigerians get cheated. Certain things happen.
The broader one is the NAFDAC, and then when you come down, we have the PCN.
Yeah.
But like you said, how many Nigerians even
know?
But some Nigerians may know.
Some.
But
a majority are supposed to know.
The process that takes to even get justice, sometimes, I'm not trying to discourage anyone, but even the process of you trying to get justice, at times you are just discouraged. The same people who are telling her, hey, we are sorry, don't do. There'll be the same people to tell her tomorrow that you are overdoing this thing,
Yeah.
you are overdoing it, though. Remember that somebody is saying that, hey, she was sexually molested or be harassed, and they say, okay, everybody was sharing her in the first week. Later they said, this woman, I beg, your stories are too much.
That's too
Please
much.
beg that time.
Yeah. Yeah,
see,
that's what
in this country, like, everybody just wants to, like, survive and just move on. But the truth, like you said, IK, some people are not really aware of some of these things.
Yeah, a lot of people actually are not aware of so much, and I feel like that's like the problem. Right? A lot of people are not aware of so much. And why would you even you sack someone because they didn't give a give a patient drug without a prescription? Who does that? Who does that? Like one of my friends always say, you cannot understand Nigeria.
I think people, because the drug is probably expensive, or the money he will get from it, he needs money to run his pharmacy. So he's looking at the financial aspect. Imagine you stocking drugs and people are not coming for it, and then someone comes one day, someone is coming constantly because he wants to sleep. Of course, he would want to sell. He would want his market to move.
But did you notice, like, lately, just like this person mentioned, Tina mentioned, there's been like a drug pandemic.
I mean, people are abusing different drugs. The one I just told you now, that there is a particular drug where people are take that drug because they want to lose weight. Originally, it's for treating something different.
Yeah,
but they
we take it to lose weight. There is like a drug pandemic.
While other people are taking different drugs to lose weight, others are taking to gain weight.
I mean, make it make sense.
What do we even want as human beings in this country? I know we always point at the government. It's very quick, of course.
Yeah, that's the Nigerian thing to do. You see, Nigerians, right? We blame everything and anything but ourselves.
But I think at some point, you can also see that when you scale it, you understand that people are audacious to do these things because they know there are no repercussions.
Exactly.
There is no punishment system. If someone does this, let's even say in the UK, they can't even. Look. You remember the story where a Nigerian caregiver, just because she didn't handle the person she was caring for well, I think they dismissed her or something. A story like that. That
was what I saw. Right, I ran to the story on was it Instagram or TikTok? Right. So the person said, someone asked her what's in your bag. She said drugs.
The way she just said it, not
drug, like you know, back home, when you want to go about, I need to get drugs. So it was like, okay, I have drugs in my bag. Almost they searched her bag.
You can't just say drugs.
They searched her house.
Okay.
Like do you understand? Because she said drugs. And then like that's what we call back in Africa, that's what we call medication. We call it drugs. You call it medication, we call it drugs here. Right? So that's the whole thing. Like, yeah, in a more saner climate, you cannot just walk into a pharmacy to get drugs. I feel like if it was in some countries, these people now by around be very rich people. You should be chilling with some really cool cash.
I think another thing is the fact that we have a very poor reward system. The things that we reward in this country.
Don't let me just talk.
And that's why you see that sometimes, even when people want to do the right thing, they're like, nobody's even going to rate me to start with. But people are going to rate you. We are going to commend you. So just go ahead, do the right thing.
Just doing
the right thing is hard, though. You trying to have that integrity is not as easy as it might seem. Well, call us. I think we're having some calls here. 090-7353-0044 is the number for you to reach out to us here on radio this afternoon. What do you have to say as regards this? A young Nigerian woman has been dismissed from her job after she refused to to give a certain
patient,
drug.
yeah?
Yes, that was not prescribed. 090-7353-0044 is the number to reach out to us here on radio this afternoon. Let's hear your thoughts. And while we wait for your calls, let's see this message. It says, curious where this happened. In the UK, you have to fight the army of doctors and then the pharmaceutical final boss to obtain this particular drug. But in Asia and Middle East, they hand it out like sweets. So it's not just a Nigerian thing, of course.
That's not a Nigerian
now,
thing,
this person, Isa Charles, he says, unethical practices in Nigeria, it's a norm. My sister, man proposes, God disposes.
Wow.
At least they don't you set example. Now, somebody's using a familiar language. You know, the last time that JAM conducted an exam, they told us that they proposed, but God disposed.
Are you serious?
Actually, I don't understand that. Do you live in a cave?
Like,
You didn't see it when Jam said, they tweeted it and said, man proposed, God disposes, as an excuse as to why students failed. While there was mass failure.
Mass failure, yeah.
They said,
God
man proposed.
Good. No, like to be honest, there's one of my friends, when he says stuff like this, he just be like, you want to understand Nigeria? Really?
Like you want to run mad or
like you ask, are you attempting to understand Nigeria?
But Nigeria is very understandable, regardless.
Is it?
It's
No,
our
it is. The thing is, I get, but Nigeria is where you can see it all. You think you've seen it all? I'm coming. You just keep saying more. That's right. So call us 09073530044 or 09087668888. Yes, sir. We were talking about this young pharmacist, a lady who got fired, right? She was asked to quit a job. Why? Because she refused to give a certain drugs, controlled drugs at that, right? Drugs that are controlled because they could cause addiction, right? So this person requested for that drugs and said, look, your boss has given me 4 earlier. Why don't you just give me the drug? Give me these drugs. And then she said, no, I am not giving these drugs to you without a doctor's prescription. And what happened? She got fired.
So now this lady is making some other revelations that aside from this, there are multiple lies you are expected to tell patients. Like maybe you inflate their sickness level to make them buy drugs.
Wow.
I heard of things like that sometimes they even make you to, some people that own these pharmacies, they make you to buy drugs that you don't need.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are trying to make money. Somebody is taking a drug they don't need in their system.
Do you understand? Like, so I remember one time I went to. My dad wasn't feeling too good, so we went to the hospital and took medications, lots of medications, and got back home. So one of my uncle came into the country and was looking at the drugs. He said, look, then he pointed about 3 drugs and said 3 of them do the same thing. They are the same drugs.
They'll still give
you understand? Well, like
because
this,
you buy more.
You know, was like this works for for the same thing. This is the same. This will do what this will do. What this will do. They just pack these drugs and give to you, just to inflate your
and
brain.
you know that the drugs need your body to do the work.
Do you
They are
understand?
using your organs. So imagine 3 same drugs
overworking
your organs.
Do you get? Do you get?
We need to do better. Honestly.
We need to do better. No, it's not. It's and this thing is not just the government, but as people too.
We need to do better as a people.
As people too, because sometimes in Nigerian, like, do you understand? Like, manholes.
Okay, you don't even want to start.
Excuse me, sorry.
Because we will not even stop this conversation.
Like, do you understand? Like, you know, government does manholes. If you go to central areas now, all those manholes, they've removed everything.
I think the FCT minister replaced them. And now they said that anyone that is caught vandalizing any of these covers, they will have to face the court. You know.
Yeah,
I think for now it's kind of low key.
That is perfect. That's the perfect. No, let me tell you this.
Because there's a response. So
yeah, I don't know
if there are consequences, people will begin to mellow.
I don't know if you noticed this new street lights that have this certain green. The solar panel with green lights, really fine. Yeah, being fine street lights. So that they did one around my hood. So I'm going there. I noticed one of them. They fell it and removed the whole solar panel,
so that they can go sell it.
And I'm like, this is a street light, so that this place is not dark at night, so it can be safe for everybody. As a matter of fact, there are people who by the roadside there who are selling stuff that don't need to. I mean, you see what you are doing. Everybody's seeing each other. Even at 2 a.m., the place is bright. Do you understand? That place is no longer dark. But then someone goes there, caught one of the poles and removed it. I'm very sure they're going to do that to other poles as well. Why?
And at the end of the day, we say government. As much as the government has,
and then you keep.
Play,
you understand?
the people are the government.
Where is the government? You don't understand.
The government is not made up of aliens. We are part of the government. What can we do to make things better?
See, but now that doesn't end there. Now, Akialabi tweeted one time. He said, "Look, a certain constituency needed transformers, so he sent one there. On taking the transformers there, the boys in the hood said they have to pay money.
Them.
Yeah, you settle boys. You understand? That's all of it. Before they will bring transformer that you would use in your area to have light.
Very unfortunate. Okay, quite
terribly unfortunate.
If we begin to analyze some of the issues or the things
we don't come here today, no.
Honestly, we won't leave.
I'm telling you, we don't come here today. It's sad.
Sad.
Very sad.
It's just sad.
Very sad.
Like we have already said, we can do better.
Yeah, we can do better.
As a people, there's so much that we can do, and I just hope that we realize that in the corner where nobody is seeing you, where nobody is hearing you, you will get to do the right thing. Not just because you are a human being, but because you believe that it is country first.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the show. Remember to join us again for another captivating moment. Yes, the giveaway is still on. For you to be a part of it, just go register for this hackathon. Yes, the link for you to register is www.hackathon.isacaabuja.org. Let me take it slowly. www.hackathon, like hackathon, acaabuja.org. Yes, I think the moment you start typing it, you'll see the link or the website, and then you just go on. There is a grand prize to be won if you get to participate in this. So what are you waiting for? And apart from just the grand prize, the first 10 people to register for this will be compensated with data. Just send your proof of registration to our WhatsApp number here on Eagles FM, and we'll take it up. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
keep listening to Eagles FM.
That's right. Well, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. Keep tuning to Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja.
The hits for your drive home.
Eagles 102.3.
This is Eagles 102.3 News, your number one radio experience.